Even. Hey, Pika. Hey, Scrapegoat. Happy birthday, Scrapegoat. Suppose I need to. There. Sorry for leaning in like that. Had to type on my laptop keyboard. My laptop only has 2 USB ports. So in order to plug in my camera, because I use my USB camera, so in order to plug that in, I have to unplug my regular keyboard, and then I need to type on my laptop. And sometimes I need to lean in a bit. Hey, Barbara. Huh. So I'm browsing browsing Steam, and apparently a Rocky Horror Show video game just came out. Somebody just put out a game based on Rocky Horror. Hi, Habibi. Which is a choice. Some like old school platformer type game. That is definitely a choice. Can't say if it's a good choice, but it is a choice. Anyway, happy birthday, Scrapegoat. I'd ask how old you are, but that's not polite. It's not polite to ask a lady how old she is. Hey, Buttercup. Thus, I will wait for somebody else to ask. She's 12. What was that old meme? I'm 12 and what is this? "21. I mean, I could believe the 12 too. Stay away from. Aw, thanks, Buttercup. Nah, getting lucky with a gift membership, that's mod behavior. And low blow. Low blow. Lower Decks returns this week. Looking forward to Star Trek Lower Decks. I wish it wasn't the final season, though. Wish it wasn't the final season. Especially with each season only being like 10 episodes. They need more of this show. We need more of it. Chantal climbed on furniture for you. Oh, that was sweet of her. She sent me a photo of her cat. Or of her with her cat. Did she send you Scrape's cameo? She did not. Do not objectify Julia. Julia's cute. She's a cute kitty. Hey, puppy. She is available and ready. Is Julia a slutty cat? Because some cats are slutty, you know? You know, like Casey was the sluttiest cat ever, for example. Always whining for attention and pets. Could never get enough. Sam, on the other hand, not really. You know, he was pretty standoffish most of the time. She's not super priss and pants, but she is rather hot and bothered. Timbit was pretty, you know, pretty independent. You know, sometimes she would demand attention, but not, you know, little, you know, few minutes here and there. She can't help that. She's just a girl. Yeah, like most cats, you know, they'll want to, you know, throughout the day, they'll just come up and every so often, you know, for a few minutes of attention. and then just sort of lays off a few feet away the rest of the time. But some cats are like, no, give me attention forever. It varies. You like affectionate cats? Yeah. I like affectionate, but not just constant. Cat has a kid, Furball, that I grew up with. She was a great cat. Like she was she was really affectionate, but not to the point of being annoying. Hey, Beetlejuice. Yeah, she'd come. She'd like get up in your lap and just stay in your lap for a while. But she wasn't just always bugging to be pet. She was a cat who was satisfied to just lay down and sleep. Name. Took an abandoned stray cat a week ago. She's affectionate. Aww. Good for you. One of the things that I've always missed about Furball, whenever I was going to bed, she would always come in, get up on my bed, and just get up on top, get up on my side. She'd always just lay on me for a few minutes, just like a good night cuddle type of thing. All right, Vanna sent me a video for me to watch.
It's your birthday, so I got to sing you my special birthday song. Okay, get ready. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scrapegoat. Happy birthday to you. A very special birthday cameo.
Hey, Capone.
So, I have a very special message for you.
Anakin. Aw.
From some fellow geezer friends. Okay? From BBJ. So, we want to wish you, Scrapegoat Marie, a happy 28 plus 11 birthday. It's been an honor to watch her grow from gas station attendant to gas station thief. Inshallah, she will always have the strength to lift ashtrays and beauty bonket theaters without scrutiny from incel reaction channels. Today, you deserve unlimited music, baby roots, and struggles from Kizza and Lila. You are sweet like honey and truly cherished by all your beloved fans. Khadija J, Comic Book Marie, J. Marie, Vanna Marie, and Trevonda. Hi, Trevonda! And there's a request to finish the cameo with Lasagna Beauty Bites.
Sam's Cantor Starring was my favorite. Yeah, he was good. Hey, can you send me about videos? Twitter. Trevonda Marie, yeah.
It's, I don't have any lasagna, so what about a banana beauty bite? No, a sugar-free Wordless beauty bite, which is better than lasagna because it gives me more diarrhea. It's sugar-free. Beauty bite! Love you guys. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I'm sure with all those candles, Scrapegoat Marie, and see you in chat. Bye, guys. Thanks, BBJ.
Yeah. So the if you want to send me videos, you have to send it more diarrhea. Yep. You have to send it via Twitter or Blue Sky if you can find me on there. I am on Blue Sky, but I'm not. I haven't linked my username anywhere. I really only use Blue Sky just to follow people. So yeah, Twitter would be the place to send me videos. You could also send it to my email, but I almost never check that email address. So you'd also have to let me know that you sent it. That's great. Came in. Waiting on a sissy hypno for her. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess I hope she has. I guess I hope she has fun with that. Oh no. Hey Sable. What's the email address? It's my channel name at hotmail.com. You can find it on my. Was that close the door? Never. You can find it on my about page, Buttercup, but it's just the channel name at hotmail.com. Vanna, thank you for 7 months, Vanna. Happy birthday, Scrapegoat. Thank you for 7 months. Times in Canada. Well, I mean, Canada has like 3 or 4 time zones. Yeah, 4 time zones. Like Canada has as many time zones as the US does. You know that, right? Yeah, we got Atlantic, Eastern. Is it Mountain then Central or Central then Mountain? I forget. I think Central then Mountain then Pacific. So yeah, we got 5 time zones. But in my part of Canada, it is 10 to 3 in the morning. 2:50. Yeah. Yeah, I am in the Eastern time zone as well. So, yeah, I think we actually have an extra time zone over the US because we have Atlantic time. I don't believe I don't believe anywhere in the US is on Atlantic time. I think why am I up so late? Because I just finished work. My Canada is 9 to 3 in the morning. Yeah. So you're Atlantic then. Oh no, you're Eastern. You're Eastern. Duh. It's 10 to 3 where I am too. Yeah, I just finished work, Sable. Why are you up so late? Go to bed, Sable. Nah, don't go to bed. Don't go to bed yet. Stay up a little later so that I can have people in my chat. Insomnia. Fair enough. Our time zone is best time zone. Eastern Standard Time is the best. Hmm. Bedtime is the best. Also correct. Work from home. I do, yes. Remote work, yeah. I don't like Pacific. Yeah. Pacific time, meh. 3 hours behind East. Yeah, 3 hours behind Eastern. Come on. Catch up, dudes. Jeez. So far behind. Old news, history, right? Need to look for remote work also. Keep being around people. There is benefits to remote work. Pacific. You sound like Pacific time. You sound like some fucking Jurassic. You sound like some, dinosaur period. The Jurassic period and the Pacific period. Wish you could work for an online comic book library remotely. Yeah, that would be pretty. I don't know how that would work, but yes. Sounds very fragile to me. Yep. Also, I don't think there are that many libraries that focus specifically on comics. Like I imagine, Marvel, DC, Image, all the major publishers, I imagine each of them has like their own sort of like internal library, I would think, I would hope. Though maybe not actually. I mean, probably. But you have the crustacean period and the Pacific one. Exactly. Huh. Can I reach the negative degrees yet? At times. Right now, we are actually 10 degrees. So we are above freezing right now. Later a couple days ago, I think we might have dipped into the negative. And later this week, there's going to be a couple days where the lows are in the negatives. Yeah. -1, -2, that sort of thing. So not too bad. Anyway, I randomly Googled comic book libraries, and there actually is a Canada Comics Open Library in Toronto. Does apparently share space with Alien Art Market and Story Planet. What I have for dinner? Nothing yet. I will be having a I will be having rice for dinner. Just heard a loud vehicle outside. See, I haven't eaten yet, but I will be having supper tonight. Eat some protein. Number 7. Protein is for weekends. Basically, I only have protein on my weekends. Wednesdays and Thursdays, when I can order out. Driving by coolly on my bike. Well, keep it down, why don't you? Because I can't really cook. I can't really cook meat here. So can't cook meat, so I can only get it when I order out. But it's fine. I'm fine. Hey, Canada Bot. Jerky is a great source of protein. Yeah, never been interested in jerky. I've never had it, and I've never really wanted to try jerky. I don't know. It just doesn't look particularly appealing to me. You like jerky? I like jerking. Yeah, that's an old one. That's not. That's too obvious. Yeah. Forget I said that. That one was way too obvious. I'm embarrassed by that one. It was too obvious. Forget it. Hey, Pico. Stream election night. Nope. No, election night will be on a Tuesday, and I don't come live on Tuesdays. I'll also be working. I'll be working until 2 a.m., although who the fuck knows if the election will even be decided by 2 a.m. genuinely entirely possible that it'll be like a week before the election is decided. Or it might be decided, or might be announced early. It's I have literally no idea what's going to happen with this election. Regardless, though, I'll be working, and then Tuesday, so I don't want to stream. Swing states are going to be slow with the counting. Yep, they usually are. They usually are. So, but I mean, it really depends. There have been years where one candidate or the other ended up with a significant lead in certain states early on that just, very unlikely to be overtaken. That said, fucking shenanigans. Republican shenanigans tend to slow down the counts. Who do you think is going to win? I honestly can't predict. I hope Harris wins just because Trump is a fucking disaster. So I'm hoping Harris beats him. But it'll come down to whether Republican shenanigans keep enough people from voting. If the Republicans can prevent enough votes, then yeah. Because that's a Republican strategy. They know full well that they're incapable of winning the popular vote, even in swing states. Even in most swing states, they can't actually win the popular vote. So what they do in those swing states is, they do everything in their power to prevent people from voting. They do in the states they control as well. I mean, that's Republicans just genuinely hate the very idea of democracy, which is why they always, always love to point out it's a republic. So, no idea how the election will come down. Elon wanted to give voters. Yep. He wanted to bribe voters. Yeah. Some centrists are really hung up on the border. That's what concerns me. Honestly, I don't think the border is as big a concern for most people as a lot of people in the media want to make it out to be. But Yeah, I did see that Elon essentially is trying to buy votes. Yeah, trying to be use a loophole like, oh, I'm not trying to pay people to vote a certain way. I'm paying them to sign a pledge. I'm using this loophole that makes it totally legal. Not sure it actually is legal, but he's rich, so it doesn't fucking matter. He's rich and he's using his money to try to benefit the Republicans. So it literally doesn't fucking matter whether what he does is legal or not. Like genuinely, it's like it's if somebody were doing that shit on the Democratic side, oh, they would be getting absolutely fucking like if they Republicans spend a lot of time fear mongering about George Soros. If there was evidence, if George Soros actually came out and said, "Hey, I will pay you $100 to sign this form saying you'll vote for Harris." If Soros actually did that, oh, that like immediately, there would be a case brought against him. He wouldn't have time to finish speaking before the Department of Justice was saying, "Hey, no, you can't do that." But because Musk is trying to pull this shit to help a Republican candidate, oh, we can't politicize the Department of Justice. We can't politicize it. Because going after Musk for this, that would be politicizing it. Who would have thought Musk is going to go this crazy? A lot of people, frankly. It's been obvious for a long time that Musk is an idiot. He had some phenomenal PR for a while there. But really, since like 2011, there's been a growing consensus that Musk was actually kind of an idiot. The Hyperloop was really what did it. Like when Musk was talking about the Hyperloop, that is when people started saying, this guy might actually be an idiot. And then like more and more and more and more, it became obvious that, oh yeah, this guy is actually just a complete fucking imbecile. No idea what he's talking about on literally any topic. 2017 Musk when he just focused on his companies. Except even 2007, like he was still an idiot at that point. He wasn't as destructive at that point. He was an idiot, and it had become clear that he was an idiot based on various ridiculous ideas he threw out, like the Hyperloop or those underground underground car lanes. A lot of stupid shit like that. But he wasn't doing as much harm as he is now. That was all before before Grimes left him for a trans woman. At which point, Elon Musk decided to become the most divorced man in the world. It does seem like Grimes leaving him just broke something in Musk. I think Elon's franchise is the reason why. No. Grimes leaving him for what was her name? Chelsea. Shit, what was her name? Elon Musk seems a bit insane. I mean, he is. He's just fucking demented at this point. He has no tether to reality at this point. Yeah, I'm blanking on the woman's name. I want to say Chelsea Handler, but that's a completely different person. That's a comedian. But that's the name that got. But Handler got stuck, but popped in, and I can't think of the actual person, the actual name. But yeah, Grimes leaving him for that that trans lady. That was what drove Manning. Thank you, Vanna. Chelsea Manning. Grimes leaving him for Chelsea Manning is what drove him to the right. You know, his daughter being trans, that sort of started him along that path. I think that did start him along that path. I feel like that's inevitable to any individual with that much wealth. It is. Yeah. When you reach a certain level of wealth, yeah, you get completely disconnected from reality. Yeah. Yeah. One of his kids is a trans woman, and Grimes, his ex, left him for Chelsea Manning, who is a trans woman. And yeah, that 1-2 punch just drove him so far to the right, and like just drove him to be. What it did is like he is desperate for validation. It's not enough that he's the richest man in the world. I was saying before. I think after the kid came out as trans. That's why he hates trans people. Yeah. Yeah. Prior to those, I don't think he gave one thought to trans people. Most people don't, frankly. it's just trans people are just so like such a small minority that like most people didn't really spend much time thinking about them. Is Grimes still with that person? I have no idea. I don't know what Grimes is doing. I don't give a shit what Grimes is doing. Um, but yeah, for Musk, it's not enough that he's the richest man in the world. He also wants to be popular. He wants people to like him. He wants validation. He wants attention. And he bought 1,000% into his own hype. He bought his own hype harder than anyone else on the planet has ever bought his hype. He has convinced himself that he is the smartest, funniest, best person on the fucking planet. It's really concerning to ever have been with Elon and had kids with him. I know. Like, that's why I don't give a shit what she does. She decided to hook up with that asshole. Why did he jump in the air at the rally? Ketamine. I'm honestly at this point, anything over the past 5 years, like anything, I'm pretty sure anything Elon Musk has said or done over the past 5 years can be explained with ketamine. In March, she was dating some male DJ. Doesn't necessarily, to be fair, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not with Manning anymore. Polyamory. They may be going for polyamory. That's something that's been getting more attention. So entirely possible for her to decide to, hey, color purple. Entirely possible that Grimes has decided that Polly's the fad to jump on or something. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, Elon Musk abuses ketamine. Like, it's well documented that he is a heavy user of ketamine. He smokes weed as well, but yeah, huge ketamine abuser. It's and it's not like people who use ketamine are known for being particularly reasonable decision makers. Got him into the drugs and he unveiled that hideous car. Yep. Yeah. Except here's the thing, Scrapegoat. I'm not like. I mean, impossible to say. I don't know if Homer's car was unsafe. As unsafe. It honestly, Homer's car was nowhere near as ugly as the Cybercar, the Cybertruck. I honestly think Homer's car looked better than the Cybertruck did. That is a hideous car. That thing looks like a fucking dumpster. Saw something the other day. Uh, Tweet or Blue Sky or Reddit or something, saying that somebody posting about how their kid goes to school with a kid whose father drops them off in a Cybertruck, and every time the father drops the kid off in the Cybertruck, all the kids point and say dumpster truck, dumpster truck. Kid gets out, turns around, and joins in saying dumpster truck, dumpster truck. Like, come on. Kia Cybertruck? Yeah. The Cybertruck is hideous. And it's unsafe. That's the wild part. It's not a safe vehicle. Cars are designed the way they are for very specific reasons. The materials they're made out of, the shapes they have, there are reasons for it, and it's safety. You get T-boned in a Cybertruck, you're fucked. Getting T-boned in a Cybertruck, you're gonna die. Get the idea of attracting attention with the car, stop looking. I mean, there's good attention. There are cars that are like, oh man, that's a sweet looking car. Nobody says that about the Cybertruck. Why isn't it safe? For one reason, there's no crumple zones. It's not like cars are designed to crumple. So if they get hit, all the impact is designed to go into the car. But with the Cybertruck, there is no crumple zone. So all that impact, there's nowhere for it to go. Which means that the occupants of the car are getting hit with a lot more of that impact than they would in any other vehicle. Dude, you stake me around a classic convertible. People love to knife into me. Really? Huh. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Beyond that, beyond the lack of crumple zones, there have been people who've been locked in, who found themselves locked into the car. Mini Coopers. Like Beast with a Supreme hat. Like, a woman died because her cyber, because she got into the truck and it, it sort of rolled backwards into a lake, and she couldn't get the window open. And it's one of those things that is like, if she could have gotten the window open, she probably would have been able to escape. But she couldn't get the window open because of the way the thing is designed. Or, like, Cybertrucks like catching fire and people not being able to get the doors open. Just in general, people having trouble, like the car stops and people having trouble getting the car door open. And like, they can do this to get it open. Because if there's no power, they can't get it open. Like, because it requires power to the door. There's like, it's not something where you can just like pull the handle and open it. Like any other fucking car where you just like, boop. I mean, that's how cars work. Pull the handle, push the door open. But that's not how the Cybertruck works. It needs power to open the door. And like, there is a way to open it without power, but it's weird and finicky. But like, it's weird and awkward to do, and you need to like to know how to do it, and you need to not be panicking. Hey, private name, why do you care about this? I don't know. Why does anyone care about anything? Why does anyone fucking care about anything? We're all gonna fucking die eventually, so why bother caring about anything, right? Why am I talking? Because I'm on live. Relying on power can never be 100% reliable. Exactly. It's door handles exist for a reason. They're an easy way to open a fucking door. Just like put a fucking normal handle on the thing. Like what? Like how is it difficult to just? How is it complicated to just put a regular fucking door handle on the thing? Just God, why? I don't understand the reasoning there. It's the other way to get open, but that's nice. Do you want people to care about me? I don't care if people care about me. It does have an emergency latch. Like, I believe it does have an emergency latch, but it's awkward to get to. You have to know what you're doing in order to use it. It's not something that is intuitive. It's not something that's as intuitive as just a handle. Where a normal car door handle goes. It's just like there was absolutely at no point was there any consideration for what happens if the non-powered handle breaks. I'm not sure if that can like I honestly don't know if that's even possible. Yeah, there was no real thought given towards safety. There was no real thought given towards intuitiveness. Also, another issue, not related to safety, but I have seen multiple car people talk about how shoddy the manufacturing on the Cybertruck is. Like just saying that it is just a badly put together vehicle. You know, the panels don't actually line up properly. That, you know, some parts of it just like strip off entirely too easily, that it is just objectively badly manufactured. Because I care about whether things make sense, private name. And the Cybertruck does not make any fucking sense. It's a stupid, stupid piece of shit vehicle. And stupid pieces of shit annoy me. Free will. Free Willy. $80,000 vehicle quality control is an extra option. I mean, apparently it's not an option at all. It seems to just not, quality control just seems to not be an option with the Cybertruck. Like I said, I've seen multiple accounts of car people talking about the shoddy quality. Everybody's focused on getting to Mars. Yeah. And wants to basically set up a slave colony there? Like he wants to basically set up a slave colony on Mars? Hardly surprising. Yeah, his idea is that, like, oh, you know, people who can't afford, they can, you know, they can work off their debt. It's not slavery, it's indentured servitude. As the, yeah, that's basically what he wants to do is indentured servitude. People can go to Mars and pay off their debt while they're there. You think Elon will ever fall into obscurity? Not while he's alive. He won't fall into obscurity while he's alive. He's too rich for that. But honestly, once he dies, within a few years of his death, he very well might. Because, like, he bought his way into being declared a founder of Tesla, but he was not actually a founder. And he didn't really have much to do with Tesla. He just funded it. So, I mean, Tesla as a company, that'll probably survive for a while. But I think Elon Musk's role in it will end up being downplayed because it was just, again, he just paid his way into it. He wasn't. Do you think Musk Melons will make a comeback? I don't know. And SpaceX, again, same thing. It's other people who are doing the work. He owns it, but he's not. So I think within, like, 25 years of Musk's death, I think he will sort of become a much more obscure figure. I don't think that his legacy, I don't think he's going to have a strong legacy. People are genuinely just like, people have been turning against him increasingly for years now. So laws only apply on Earth. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. There are two guys on the moon and one kills the other with a rock. Would that be fucked up or what? Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself some supper. Gonna go eat. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday. I don't have any plans, so I will hopefully sleep in. So good night, everybody.